Hey guys, are you watching the River Valley Zyon area for your next property move? Well, this is Zyon Grand's project analysis video where we're diving into sharing with you key details such as the pros and cons of Zyon Grand, the comparison between nearby competitors like Promenade Peak, River Green, and also the developer pricing strategies, whether it has a competitive edge. And most importantly, if that you are a savvy investor that is looking for a short-term exit, 4 to 5 years horizon, then you want to stay tuned till the rest of the video. But before we dive right in, like the video because it encourages us to push more contents to savvy investors like yourself. Without further ado, let's dive straight into this. So I want to discuss about the macro view and pricing that covers 3 main areas. So number 1 will be the comparison between Promenade Peak and River Green, and also the developer pricing approach based on unit and size. And also we want to conclude the key insights of Zyon Grand, which cover floor plan, stack analysis, rental yields. And also if you're interested to know which are the more interesting stack, then you want to stay tuned till the rest of the video as well. There are a total of 706 units in this integrated project done by CDL and Mitsui Fudosan. It's located in prime River Valley with connection to Havelock MRT. So that's really good. And obviously with an integrated mall, you're able to get like retails, F&B, supermarket, and early childhood center. So that kind of fit most of your family needs. And it's the largest parcel in this area, which is 15,000 square meters, surpassing Promenade Peak at 9,200 square meters. River Green is 9,290 square meters. And of course, upcoming River Modern, which is 11,000 square meters. With it being a large parcel of land, you definitely have more landscaping, much more amenities. It's also within the 1 km of River Valley Primary School. So for family goers, you have something to look forward to. So we really want to hear more from you guys. So do you feel that the CCR prices are shooting up and it cannot go any higher? Do comment in this video. I would like to hear your thoughts. And then maybe we'll collect enough information to do the next video. And feel free to reach out if you want to have a personalized advice, because I do understand that this video is quite general, but I know many of you have your own individual situation that you would like to seek help with. So do reach out if you have that requirement. To dive right into Zyon Grand, why don't buy it? So let's start with that. The oversupply risk, of course. There is a total of 2,800 plus units if you include Promenade Peak, River Green, and the upcoming River Modern, across 4 to 5 projects in the same area if you include even the resale property. Well, I mean, there is a short-term resale challenge as well, right, due to the high surrounding competition. So at the moment when there is high supply, you definitely have a harder time to rent out, harder time to sell, if you're looking at the 4 to 5 years horizon. So for the central core region, if let's say the market sentiment shift towards the OCR or even the RCR area, then you might have a difficulty to sell at the 4 to 5 years horizon. So there is something that you want to take note of. So if let's say the property market sentiment were to dip, meaning to say that the prices do not continue to escalate higher and higher, then your resale value will drop, because don't forget the core central region is actually priced higher than any other area. So if let's say the income level or the capital that is pouring into the property market is not strong or resilient at that moment that you plan to sell in the next 4 to 5 years, then it may affect your resale pricing at that moment. So longevity, holding period is key to this property investment. And of course, the design layout concerns in the Zyon Grand, because there is a curved facade that may cause some buyers to feel that they prefer a more squarish layout. But of course, if you are looking for something iconic, you are looking for something unique, then this is something for you to consider. And obviously the potential view blockage for those units that are facing north, because that's where you're facing Promenade Peak. So if you want to have an unblocked view, then you probably have to face the other directions rather than the north facing. And the expected pricing for Zyon Grand is very interesting, because they actually bought the land earlier than Promenade Peak, River Green. Because of that, they have a lower land cost at around 1,300 PSF on the average. But however, they have a restriction that they have to build service apartment, which increase their costs expectancy when they are building this project. So the estimated break-even cost for Zyon Grand is about 2,000 PSF. And if you factor in a 20% profit margin for the developers, the expected selling price will be 2,500 PSF. And River Modern likely will be at 2,800 PSF. And River Green launch at 3,130 PSF on an average. Some even went on a higher price. But the early land bid for Zyon Grand does give the developers flexibility for competitive pricing. I really feel that at this moment, the developer do have bandwidth to give a more attractive pricing than the last two projects. So there's something to look forward to. So if you'd like to find out more about Zyon Grand's updates as the developer roll out more information, do feel free to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out on these exciting updates. Now let's talk about why people will buy Zyon Grand. So the competitive advantages will be the integrated living, of course, which is the direct MRT, retail and amenities as mentioned at the start of the video. And don't forget about the demand that we've seen in River Green. Despite the high prices, people still do enjoy the accessibility. And because it being the large parcel of land, you're able to have potential for grand landscaping, which will increase the luxury quality of living in such a project like Zyon Grand. And the prime location, of course, because with increased accessibility, it does increase the investment appeal because you're able to get more rental, despite of what I shared with you previously, which is the high supply and all that. But no matter what, because it's still near the MRT area, it's connected, it's integrated, it does promote that kind of rental tenant pool that you can enjoy. And also because of the unit mix, one thing that was really special is because a lot of the new launches like River Green, they actually have smaller units that's able to meet the potential investors price point that they are aiming for. But however, for Zyon Grand, it starts from 1+ study, which starts from 468 square feet all the way to 5-bedroom, and also with some penthouse layout that you can all enjoy. It does feel size gap between River Green and Promenade Peak, where some of them don't have the layout that Zyon Grand has to offer. And the south-facing unit may offer rare pocket sea view in CCR. So those facing units would be the most appealing in this project. So my final thoughts about Zyon Grand is that it has strong fundamentals such as the biggest plot in this cluster, and also the early developer land acquisition does potentially give consumers a price advantage over the last two projects, and obviously opportunity for upside if you buy early during the preview. But however, if you do come into the preview, you must have a clear idea on the unit level that you're going to buy, because that's very interesting. And also the facing that you're buying is very important during the unit selection. And the preview date is coming right up in the next 1 to 2 weeks. We do have more information on the developer, so if you want to stay updated, you can subscribe to this channel and also reach out to me, and I'll be happy to share with you more about this project and whether it is suitable for you. Thanks again for tuning in all the way till the end of this Zyon Grand analysis, and I hope that you found out more information than you did before you watch this video. See you again soon for the next episode.